portfolio value will be increased. It's considered not decrease in the value. Okay. So now, what is the information? You just bring this information here, right? So that is here. That is among the information that you need, right? You need to know that what is the current value of portfolio, right? And then risk-free rate, dividend yield, spot index value, right? Spot index is the stock index futures contract, right? Okay, now bring to the everyone, please. Now we're going to take it in the Excel. So 3 months stock index future will be here. It will be 1,200. What will be correct? Stock index futures, so 1211.82. Okay. Please remember, I always show you the direct information. Let's say I give you based on the contract. So sometimes there is information here that I can say that, for example, in Malaysia, there is the code for the stock index future will be FKLI, right? FKLI, for example, November. Maybe I can put it here, November. That is actually the name. Kalau for the November, they have the name. What we call the code, right? So but here I can say that here we can just put it as a FKLI November. Sometimes I also can give this variety of the also this is November, December, right? December, January. So you need to know how to read this. This is very important, right? If I give you this information, right? When they say that, oh, this, we assume that this fund manager is going to manage for 3 months, right? So for 3 months, so which contract? So I'm going to give you, assume that today, how much is the date for today, right? So you need to count. For example, I say that, oh, today is 1st January. Right, so let's say that this information is given to you. Maybe here 1210, 179, 1231, for example. Right. So for you, you know that, oh, I'm going to hedge for the 3 months. So assume that now is November, right? November means that November, December, January. So you need to choose the January contract. Right? Why January? Because you're going to hedge for January. So in January, the contract will be expired. Right? That is when expired means that you're going to close your position. Understand? So this one, you know that, oh, if the information is given to you like this, so assume that there will be 3 months, so you need to bring this information to here. Right? For example, they say that, oh, January, so it should be 1231. Later it's going to change. So it's very important for you to know how to read. It's because it's applications, you are not the undergraduate student, right? So you know how this information actually you can get from the real market, from the market, the people trade. Okay. When you say the spot index, remember the spot index means that sometimes it's not even you is a spot index. That's why sometimes when you need to be familiar with the code in Malaysia, because now you are studying in Malaysia. So most of the my example I'm going to use Malaysia. So when I put it FBN KLCR, so we'll know that it will be the index, the spot index, right? So the coding, you have to familiar with the coding. Right? FBN KLCI is for the index. So for the FKLI for the future. FKLI stands for the Futures Kuala Lumpur Index. Right? So for the FBN KLCI, FTSE BM Bursa Malaysia Kuala Lumpur Composite Index. Right? So that is the name. Alright? So I hope that clear on that. Okay. What else here? Risk free. Okay. You know that this is actually example for the undergraduate. Sometimes you know that risk free will be proxy as what? Proxy as what? Normally we proxy the risk free with the what rate? T-bills. Yeah, correct. Right. Sometimes when I give you T-bills and then you don't know. If I use this T-bill, actually T-bill refer to what? Remember? Actually they are referring to the risk free. Right, because here you see that it's a formula, whatever it is referred to the risk free. So you know that risk free is a proxy with the dividend. Okay, if the dividend here, remember when you are assume that you are holding the portfolio, means that you are holding the stock, you invest to the stock, so you are entitled to receive the dividend. Right, when you have in the portfolio here, assume that portfolio is consists of a 10 stock. So if the 10 stock here all give you the dividend. So in the normal life, in normal and practical, this fund manager will count for each stock how much actually the dividend. So you need to find the average of the dividend. Right. So now you can see that it's a direct give to you, right? But if you want to find what does it mean by dividend here, so you need to go back to the when you are managing the portfolio, you should know what of your stock in the portfolio, right? And then you should know how much actually the average the dividend, right? Here you can see that here is based on the market portfolio that you hold. Okay, this is how you need to know how to read this. So time to maturity. So time maturity is how long that you're going to hedge, right? Either you can put this at 3 months, it's okay. If you know that you say I put it here day, right? If you put the month here, so you can put it here 3. Right? Later in the calculation, you know that this is for the 3 months. Okay. Here is it they still have this. Okay, index multiplier. Remember for the stock index future, in their contract specification, it should give this index multiplier. Why? Actually, this index multiplier is to make the figure of this size of the stock index future become big in the value, right? They consider that make it this figure will be in the figure. Okay. Now also for you, okay, you see, first you need to find what is the total contract that you need to hedge. Why? Remember, when we want to hedge, it's like we going to see how much is the total the size that we need to hedge that will match with our portfolio. Right? So here in portfolio, it's not logic. For example, if you have 1.2 million of the portfolio, you cannot go and then go to the stock index future only trade one contract. So one contract here is very small. It doesn't match. So for you, it's your task to calculate how much is the contract size. So how to calculate? Right. So you need to come out with a formula. Right. So contract size here. So here you can see here that is between this A and B. Actually A here 20 times 1.2 is should be equal to 24 contract. Right. So here you can see that contract size is your portfolio value. Okay, maybe here you can highlight this here. beta is, now it's you're going to apply this, right? So beta, you know that the beta is about how much is the exposure your portfolio toward the market. So the market here, the portion of the market here is the index, right? So we know that the market beta will be equal to 1, right? So let's say here your beta will be given, your information here will be, how much here will be 1.2, right? The beta here 1.2. Right, so now there is here, you get value, you times the beta, right, and then you divide by this one, divide by, yeah, your spot, the ticket value of index. So the spot index now you have to time with the index multiplier. Right, okay. You see here, there is a 24 contract. Let's say I change here. Right, there is a consider 1 volt. Right, here again you get is a 23.9. Remember, when we dealing with the contract for the future, because they are standardized, they don't have the decimal point. So in order for us to make decision how many contracts, so we cannot include the decimal point. It's no meaning that it's a 23.5, 23.9. No. So in your model, so you need to adjust here, right? So whatever it is, put it here. You need to make sure that it will be round. Here, round. 0 is not data. Okay, right at the first place, you see that is exactly 24. But if you change the spot index, so let's say that here is so you should get the solid number, right, without decimal. Because when you use without you making this round or no decimal, later when you use this formula to bring it to the table, right, they will be get a different figure, right? The calculation will be different. Okay, now, okay, see how you can, come out with a table, right? The actually, that's why it's very important for you when you want to come out the model, right? Just understand that it's try to in the spot market, what is your strategy? In the open market, we call that is index for the futures market, what is the strategy? You also can put in this, right? For example, here, the strategy here. So now in the future, it's better for you to not just bring the spot at the first. Right, just play with the what you have at the model. Later maybe you can customize, make it beautiful and so on. Right. Okay, now we know that for the spot we consider here as our long spot, right? So the value here that is, you can put it here as a long spot. And you know that your portfolio value now will be here. Right. And then, what is your futures? Futures, because you see there is a long spot, right? So on futures market, you will be be short. Why? Because here is the condition. You can put it here, the scenario here, there will be on first on the condition that short now, so we're going to settle this first. Okay, so short, so means that here, remember when there are non-spot, so you need to put it in here negative. Why negative? Is a cash flow, right? Why? Because we are going to set up the formula, right? So we know that the cash flow will be negative.
Why is it long spot to begin with?
You have been holding the portfolio, means that at the first place you are buying the stock. Right. Means that when you invest, remember you invest, your money is out, right? Understand? Okay, now short. So which money, which contract, which we call the price, the close price. We believe that this is a close price, right? That you have. Okay, now you time with the how many contract here, and then you time with the index multiplier. Right. So please, everyone get this number now. Please check this number. I'm going to make it this first because later I'm going to open. Okay. Here you see that is because you long, there is a dividend receipt. Everyone get this, follow. Your why there is a positive here because we assume that we short the future, so we receive the money, right? Okay, now at the maturity. So at maturity, they say that markup to fall by 20%. Remember, that is a market. Market means that FBN KLCI. FBN KLCI here. Here, there is a FBN KLCI. The spot is increasing 20%. Right, 20%. Okay. When you check, for example, here, how much is when the index falls? So it's like 1. Right. That is a market. Market have fallen to 960. Right. So remember when we discussed, right? When we are talking about maturity, means that we assume that is a two market will be converged, become one price. The future, because now is considered when at maturity, consider now is a January 2025, right? So now January 2025, so the spot with the contract for the future is the same. That is the what the where we can say that why we do this I call the stock index future because of price discovery. So actually price that the people we call the have the spot now actually is from the previous, from the we call the from the futures price, right? So now it will be the same. So they can see that here here it should be the same here, right? So now okay, you see this is the market. Remember this is market, but now the issue now is your portfolio. Wherever we talk about portfolio, right? Do you think that your portfolio will be also false? Is a 20%? No, right? Why? Remember just now, the beta, your portfolio beta is 1.2, means that 20% more. So you can expect that there will be give a 20% more, so 24%. How to get this at 24%? 20% here you have to time or adjust with 1.2 with the beta.
I'm still confused with the 960. How?
What is it? What is it? This one?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
This one? Okay, here the condition here, the scenario here is a give you what will be happen or what is will be your cash flow at maturity when the market falls 20%. So market falls, so means that the market will refer to the index here. This is our market, right? The FBN KLCI. So I can say that assume that FBN KLCI will fall 20%. So we know that here, the spot here, there will be false this value. This is a 20%. So at last there will be how much there will be for actually 20% around 400 240. 240, yes, 240. Right. 20%. And then why it should be the same here? Because we assume that at the maturity, this price, the future, last time the 3 months ago, is considered the future. Now it's happened now, it's assumed that now it's a January. So the January contract is become the spot already. It merged to the one price. That is a you need to understand. That is the concept of this is what we call the basis. Right? We assume that, we know that there is a basis error here. Right? There is a basis error. Sometimes when you see that it's not exactly the price of the future, you see when you see that looking on the spot, it's not the same. Because there is a basis error here. That's why you can see here, there is my notes here, there is some notes regarding the why it should be not totally merged, or we call the become one price. So this one, parity here, spot and future parity. So they not go to we call that into the exactly, there is still some error there, right? Okay, now we going to settle this. So you know that is your portfolio. We are not talking to the what happened to the market performance. We are looking for our market performance, my portfolio performance or your portfolio performance, right? Okay, now we need to adjust here. We know that it's not anymore the 20%. So we know that here, then you need to 1 here plus 20%, you time with the beta here. And then you time you can either you can use this one or use this one. Right? Calculate this one. How you know that this is what I need to adjust? It just similar to this formula here just now. Right? 1 plus. Why I use plus? Because I put this negative here. So when I change to the right, when I change the number here, not using the negative, then I can say that there will be positive here. Right? positive means that the 20% more. Right? That's why it is a negative where you are. You see the formula, it should be, right? You consider plus. Okay? You get this number? If you're not adjusting the what I call it, it's not nine. Okay. See, you will get similar, right, to this. This, remember, actually this one is referred to the what I call the performance on the market, not our portfolio. Right? So that's why you need to adjust with the beta here. So this one F4, F1 to everyone is a number. Why I need to adjust it? Because your beta will be different, 20% more. You also can calculate first how much is your changes here, right? For example, you know that here your portfolio will change around 24%, right? That is the total. So that's why then when you have this, right? 1 minus
Shift. Try shift or control.
You get this? It's the same actually. Time.
Make more. Okay.
Okay, right. So you try to find, right, actually your performance that you need to adjust with the beta. That's why this is a concept of the beta, right? Don't just go direct and then calculate without adjusting the beta. Let's say I put this to 1. You see what happened? You can get this. Why? It will be similar because the beta is similar to the market, right? And then you can see the moving. Okay, yeah. Okay, what happened to the future? You see that the future now. You cannot use this number anymore, so this is the price, right? And then times with the 50 times with the number of the product, right? And then you know that here it should be negative here, right? Get it? So you also can buy. I normally refer to previous price here. So example is 1 times 1. Okay, everyone gets?
Doctor,
Yeah.
if we on the futures, because of we short the futures, why is it
Positive.
negative lah? Yeah, the amount is negative.
This one. Sebab at maturity we close position. Kalau close maknanya kita jual. Sorry, kalau maknanya kalau short maknanya kita terima.
We receive that.
Short market. Ya. Maknanya kita keluar, kan?
So the current price is 912 after considering market for 30%, kan? Okay. So for example, if we close now at the 50th, so negative 1152 minus what 912, is that it? If we close
Teacher, the new price that is similar to here, but here we use this price, kan? But now we need to find first what is the price at the maturity. So we assume that we're going to close that with that price. a price to close position. We also can close maybe early 2 days before, boleh lah, tapi we assume that we close exactly at maturity. Okay, now dividend receipt. Why dividend receipt? Remember, you are in loss pot. So how much? Right. So here it said it is how much the dividend will be. Is it 5%? I think that will be different. Okay, 2% only. Right. So you see here, our how much is the dividend? That is a 2% from the portfolio. Portfolio we have here, right? So there will be here, and then remember this is a yearly basis. If you hold for the whole year, then you can get it a 2%. But now you only for the holding for the 3 months, right? So that's why you need to adjust this one by 300, right? And you get this, right? This why you get this at 6,000? Right, if you didn't adjust for the month, so you believe that you want to hold it for the whole year. But now actually you just hold it for the 3 months. Right? So the total here. Okay, when I say that, why you still have this money? When you know that, we're going to protect, it's considered zero sum game. It's like the plus minus, right? You still require to get zero, right? That is, if you want to see that it's either one, you should get zero. So why there is this amount? So this amount actually you are here is considered now at the same time you are emitting the that is a concept here that is having the similar that you are synthetic the position. It's like when you do the hedging, we can say that at the same time you are having a similar position that you put your money 1.2 million here in the risk-free rate, right? And then you can earn the same money. So actually the one that you receive here, that is the 20,000, actually is almost to the what you earn in the risk free. Right? You try to calculate. Of course, it's not exactly the same, but it's near to the risk free. Right? For example, here risk free rate here there will be 5%. Is it 5%? Yes. 6, right? 6. So, okay, for example, 6. Right, you can calculate here 6%, right? That means that here 6% for times 0.1. You dapat dah, it's around 80,000, but it's near, right? Of course, here there will be some little changes, but you can see that it's near to the what you can expect to be safe when you put your money into the risk limit.
So the 0.25 because of the times 0.5 just now because of what?
90 over 260.
Oh, 90 over.
Okay, yang nilai ni sebenarnya is near to the when